Flavored yogurts, particularly those found in the refrigerated aisles of supermarkets and labeled with enticing terms like low-fat, fruit on the bottom, or light, are widely marketed as nutritious choices, ideal for breakfast, snacks, or post-workout recovery. Many consumers are drawn to these products believing they are making a healthy decision, often associating yogurt with probiotics, calcium, and digestive benefits. However, the truth is far more troubling. Most flavored yogurts contain shockingly high amounts of added sugar, sometimes more preserving than a can of soda, along with artificial flavors, thickeners, and processed fruit syrups. Regular consumption of these sweetened dairy products can significantly increase the risk of metabolic syndrome, fat accumulation, type 2 diabetes, liver dysfunction, and other chronic diseases, especially when consumed daily under the illusion of healthfulness. At the center of the problem is the sugar content. A typical single-serving flavored yogurt can contain between 15 and 25 grams of added sugar, which is equal to 3 to 6 teaspoons. For comparison, a standard 12-ounce can of cola has about 39 grams. While the sugar in soda is obvious and often criticized, the sugar in flavored yogurt is more insidious, hidden beneath terms like fruit puree, evaporated cane juice, or simply natural flavors. These added sugars are rapidly absorbed into the bloodstream, triggering sharp spikes in blood glucose and insulin. Over time, repeated exposure to such spikes contributes to insulin resistance, a key mechanism behind type 2 diabetes and obesity. Particularly concerning is that many people consume these yogurts in the morning, starting their day with a metabolic disturbance that sets the tone for hunger fluctuations and energy crashes throughout the day. The presence of sugar in what is marketed as a healthy food also encourages overconsumption. The sweet taste, combined with a creamy texture, makes flavored yogurt highly palatable, often too palatable. It becomes easy to eat more than one serving, especially since yogurt cups are often smaller than what people perceive as a satisfying portion. The sugar not only triggers a dopamine response in the brain, reinforcing the desire for more, but also dampens satiety signals, leading people to feel hungry again shortly after eating. This creates a vicious cycle, a health food that causes energy imbalances and persistent cravings. Flavored yogurts are also often marketed as low-fat or fat-free, which ironically makes them even more dangerous. When fat is removed from yogurt, manufacturers typically increase the sugar content to preserve flavor and texture. This trade-off is metabolically damaging. While dietary fat can be satiating and help stabilize blood sugar, replacing it with sugar causes the exact opposite effect, enhancing hunger, promoting fat storage, and disrupting normal hormone function. Furthermore, consuming large quantities of sugar without any balancing fiber or healthy fat leads directly to visceral fat accumulation around the liver and abdominal organs. This internal fat is particularly harmful because it increases inflammation and raises the risk of cardiovascular disease, fatty liver disease, and insulin resistance, even in individuals who are not visibly overweight. Artificial ingredients and additives further compound the risks. To create the illusion of fruit and richness, many flavored yogurts include chemically altered fruit-like substances, artificial thickeners such as modified cornstarch or carrageenan, and non-dairy cream substitutes. Some yogurts also use artificial sweeteners in light or diet versions, which may not have calories but still affect blood sugar regulation and gut health. Substances like aspartame or sucralose can alter the gut microbiome and may interfere with appetite regulation, leading to increased cravings for sweets and other high-calorie foods. In children, such sweeteners can distort taste preferences early in life, encouraging a lifelong preference for overly sweet foods and beverages. Flavored yogurts also fall short of delivering the probiotic benefits often associated with yogurt consumption. While some do contain live active cultures, the presence of sugar can inhibit their effectiveness. Excess sugar promotes the growth of pathogenic bacteria in the gut and may offset the intended benefit of probiotics. Moreover, many commercially produced yogurts undergo heat treatment after fermentation to extend shelf life, which kills beneficial bacteria unless the product is specifically labeled as containing live cultures added afterward. Another significant concern is the misperception of health. Because these products are often presented as nutritious, frequently adorned with images of fresh fruit, organic labels, or wellness buzzwords like gut-friendly. Consumers often give themselves license to eat them more frequently or in larger quantities, believing they are making a good choice. This health halo effect is particularly dangerous because it leads to overconsumption of sugar in populations that might otherwise be health conscious, such as young professionals, fitness enthusiasts, or even parents trying to feed their children responsibly. The misleading health claims on yogurt packaging can have long-term consequences if they prevent people from recognizing the need to reduce their sugar intake overall. Flavored yogurts are especially problematic for children, who are highly vulnerable to the effects of added sugar. Many yogurt products marketed to children contain cartoon characters, bright packaging, and even candy-like toppings, turning them into little more than dessert in disguise. Frequent consumption of these products during critical developmental years increases the risk of childhood obesity, dental problems, hyperactivity, poor concentration, and the early onset of insulin resistance. In many cases, children are exposed to flavored yogurt before they develop a taste for plain, unsweetened yogurt or real fruit, which alters their palate and sets the stage for a lifelong preference for sweet foods. In conclusion, flavored yogurts are not the health foods they are made out to be. Despite their marketing, they are often loaded with added sugars, stripped of healthy fats, and filled with artificial additives that compromise the very benefits they claim to offer. Regularly consuming flavored yogurts can increase the risk of metabolic syndrome, weight gain, non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, and type 2 diabetes, diseases that continue to rise globally, driven in part by hidden sugars in everyday foods. The safest alternative is plain, unsweetened yogurt, preferably made from whole milk, paired with fresh fruit, nuts, or a small drizzle of honey for those who need a bit of sweetness. This not only provides the full nutritional benefit of yogurt, but also avoids the sugar trap that flavored versions so dangerously conceal.